So this video is specifically for all of my friends out there who have a student with special needs. There's a lot of information, so I will probably break this video into two parts. But the first thing I want to share with you is understanding how to break down the curriculum in order to make sure they're getting what they need, and then what resources you can access. So as a special educator, whenever I am working with students who are not on grade level, this is how I determine what I'm going to work with them on. So typically what I would do is I would still go into this Maryland College and Career Readiness Standards. If I am doing, let's say we're doing English. Let's say your student happens to be a 7th grade student. Okay, and they're reading on a 3rd grade level. That is okay. So what I would do, just to make sure, I would go to grade 7, right? The unit Forming Friendships. Okay, so I know that The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, okay, is one of the texts they could be working on. Speech, courage, poetry, okay. All right, and then I know that my child might not be able to do The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So there's a couple options depending on what your child's ability level is. There's adapted versions of the book out there. There is the ability to get the audiobook and listen to the audiobook. Oftentimes you can find that on YouTube, or literally the audiobook app often will have things like that for free. Let's see. You can then go over to the standards for this unit, right? And analyze how, I'm looking at this one right here, analyze how an author develops and contrasts the points of view of different characters or a narrator in a text. Okay, so maybe Tom Sawyer isn't going to work for you, but there's another book out there that still has the friendship theme, and you know that that's more on your child's reading level. And the main point is, at the end of the day, is your child able to hit these curriculum standards using the reading and different materials that they can access? Again, please reach out to me if what I'm saying makes zero sense and you need clarification. As a special ed teacher, I do feel really, really, really strongly that I want to make sure that you're supported and that your child's getting what they need during this time. So if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, I'm always happy to clarify. But this is how I break down curriculum when I have students who are not quite at grade level. So again, you can go in and you can see what the grade 7 topics are, and then you just scale it down to whatever your child's grade level is, and then or plug in modifications or accommodations. So reading the book online and having the computer read it to you, listening to it, whatever you need for your child to access the material. Another big resource that I'll share with you, too, as long as we're on this topic, there's this great website. Oh, where did it go? Sorry, let me back it up here. This great website right here, the Paul V. Sherlock Center on Disabilities at Rhode Island College. I use this quite often, especially when I worked with students with really profound disabilities. They are awesome. So let's see if they have, here, let's search for it. Tom Sawyer. Great. So, 7th grade curriculum, Tom Sawyer, download. You're like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Like, my child needs way more, Kristen, than just listening to it or reading it. This is fantastic. I've done this for Romeo and Juliet, even with students. You'll see that these books are very much so adapted for your reader. The language is broken down. There's pictures associated with it, so picture readers. Right. So this is a fantastic website if your student is somebody who really, really needs some extra support, but still allows you to hit the curriculum that goes along with the 7th grade curriculum, for example. So I'm going to stop this video and meet you back here for part 2 with more resources.